Well, here's the current state of affairs with the 1980 AMF Sunfish VIPER. Been putting on the hardware today. Deck hardware is going back on. Been working on getting this trim fit. We got the yellow stripes put on. We got the bungee cord. It's going to go back to the dagger board. Get a little snap hook, snap shackle up here. It'll run back 5 feet to the front of the dagger board. Help keep tension on it. Also help keep the dagger board from floating away if capsized. So we'll get this trim riveted back on. Started to work on the coaming slash splash guard. Getting it into place. Got all the holes drilled for the rivets. We're still have a few more rivets to go. Swivel cam cleat will go on. Should have a baler coming in the mail, maybe a couple of them. Get that installed. Get the cockpit edge trim installed. Fix a couple of chips in the paint where the rivet gun's gone awry. Halyard, sheet, sail lacing. We're taking this trim. It's got an anodized finish, and some of the anodization is gone. Some of it's still there, but it looks kind of chewed up in places. So what we've done on other boats before is we've taken it and we've thrown it on the floor. No, what we've done is taken some 120 grit sandpaper and buffed it up. Got it all one sheen. Looks kind of like a little bit of a buff finish to it. We'll get that installed. When you got the good boats from AMF, when they're high quality days, trim would be in 3 pieces. You'd have that V-shaped up at the bow, and you'd have one long sweeping piece that came around and wrapped the stern. And you have a third piece that went up the other side. And they got into cost cutting measures, and that's what this piece was. My buddy who sent it to me, he cut it in one spot so it would fit in a box and it wouldn't cost $8 billion to get it here. You might find some other boats though that in the cost cutting days that they just took scraps and off-sized pieces how they had them, and it wasn't a total mess, but you may find boats that have more than just 3 pieces of trim. So we'll get everything put back on and get it cleaned up, and then we've got a dagger board ready. Have to swing over here to the parts wall, and believe it or not, hiding behind some of these chairs are a couple of good rudders. May need a little bit of cleaning up on the varnish, but that's what we'll be working on the next few days. 1980 AMF Sunfish VIPER.